I'll certainly try. Intelligent. Fail.
Fail.
Okay, it's not gold. You don't think it's brass. It could be valuable. It's in a design that you're not familiar with, but the central chest has been emptied. So you assume that the valuable stuff has been taken, and these bits that have been left
I'll
on
go
the floor
talk to him
are probably
after my
not
break.
as valuable. Although, you know, they look shiny enough.
If I hear him say it again, I
I will relay the information.
Huh?
will. If I hear him say it again, I will.
I'm not gonna take anything if it looks religious or that.
Okay, heeding the words of the cleric from last week. Okay,
Is this?
and yeah, that's just a stone door, and again, it's very similar to the one that you just come through. But this one, you put your shoulder to it, and it opens. It just opens out into the central area where you fought the swarm. Okay,
No.
back to the
Ground
cleric
beef, I
of the
guess.
Shadow Knight. You've finished doing your blessing, and as you consecrate the area, Yavina, your eyes fly into the back of your head,
Gross.
and you enter a trance. You see images flash before your mind. You're on a battlefield in the desert, and surrounding you are thousands of desert warriors, similar to the guy that you saw with the sword in the first room. Remember the guy with the turban? Thousands and thousands of warriors like that. You can feel the heat baking you through your armor. And at the head of this army is a huge chariot being pulled by what look like giant cat-type creatures. And in the chariot are 3 men, all wearing what appear to be ceremonial robes, and one of them's carrying a large staff with a pulsing orb in the center of it, clearly magical, and he's firing it at enemies in front of the army and just decimating this enemy army. The image switches and changes to another fight, and there are people screaming and running, including children. There are hooches on fire. You're clearly in some kind of jungle setting now, and again you get this impression of you're part of this huge army that is just rolling across the land, destroying, taking prisoners. There's a big long chain of slaves behind now, and you're winning, and you're winning constantly. And the image dulls away, and you see an image of a massive city, a huge desert city with a great wall that surrounds it with parapet and many defenses and opulence. Many building projects are going on. Everything's marble. Everything is great and powerful and wonderful. And the next thing you see is an image of men in a circle, all in the robes, similar to the men that you saw in the other room. And they're plotting. They're making a plan. And you can see images of demons flitting in and out of your vision. And as they trace their hands across the writings in the books that you recognize from the other room, plans are being made and written in these books, and you can see other groups of men in other places around the city, pockets of these demonic worshippers. They're summoning demons. Suddenly, vision shifts, collapse on the floor, and that's the end of your vision.
Do we hear the collapse because of the...
Oh yeah, she's in place. She falls to the floor. You can hear it.
Are you guys okay over there?
I'm in like a defense stance. This is usually crazy. We're being attacked.
Oh, everyone run back.
Get away from us!
I let the treasure. I think I got friends over there. It might want to check them out. On the other hand, will not.
You do this, yeah.
I told them to cook up the weapons. What you want me to do?
Standing up funny, but I got hit.
No.
Lord 63 changes.
Okay, so it only takes a few seconds for you to regain your sense of mana, and you're back on the land a little bit. Clearly, vision of your god.
I see this not has restricted to Ivana.
Oh, did you guys all see that?
No.
Oh,
No, I just got up. It's just a mental attack. It's within you.
I saw these glimmers of war and stuff. I'll share what I. That was a lot to recap. I'll share what I saw with the group. The book. It's a book.
I think that.
So you relay what you vision.
Bring back the hacker.
You make a feel. The other thing that you notice is that in this room now, around the walls, it's almost like a dome of darkness. But it's not malignant, it's friendly. You feel safe here, almost as if you're being protected.
Ah, we've re-sanctified the shrine then.
What do I know as far as the lore of Karstein's domain versus where we may be now with his visions of what he's seen? Does this spill over into Karstein's at all in lore, or is this something that I've never even heard of?
No, so this is on a different continent.
So never heard anything about the
So
war
you've
of the gods between these two.
You've heard of the Koshka Empire, which is where you think you are, and that it's a great slaver empire, very, very powerful. Some say more powerful than Karstein's. But it's so far away that it's only stories that you've heard from travelers or read in books. And as far as a war between the gods, no, you've never heard of that.
I'm gonna ask him in his vision if the circle he described to us looked like the circle that we disrupted here through the portal.
Yes, most definitely.
So we've stumbled upon one of the people, or one of the groups of people who were summoning in these demons. So it'd probably be safe to say that this is present day going on right now. Wherever we're at. So I think you saw maybe into the future of what's going to happen.
maybe.
Don't
It could be also the past. I don't know.
well, yeah, I guess the timeline doesn't really matter, but you saw something that's going to happen.
So the way you perceive it is that you saw the battles of the past and this great empire growing and growing and growing, and then creating this massive city where there were temples to all of the gods, but then this these battles continued and everything else was wiped out except for this one set of three guys. There's three guys in a chariot and they're all in their robes, all following Denlara, and that ties up with the pictures you've seen in the main room. So they won. Their god, Denlara, is the only god, and all of the other shrines in here have been smashed up, so that makes sense. That ties up. This was something in the past. But then your vision changed and you saw these groups of people summoning the demons. That seems like a now thing. And that ties up with, well, you just saw that happen yourselves.
So the city's already fallen, and now people are summoning demons to destroy it.
Well, not necessarily, because they were literally just summoning or trying to summon demons in the room that you just came from. So maybe that's a right now thing.
Okay, so the siege of the city may be going on. We're trying to start right now.
That's what you think.
All right. Well, let's get to it then. We're not going to be able to do anything to help out down here, so let's find out exactly where we are. Try to get up to the surface.
Okay, anybody else got any comment? Okay, so what are you going to do?
I want to search the rest of these other rooms we haven't been in before we deal with this gargoyle and different flooring here.
Okay, so it's free movement. Feel free to maneuver yourselves around the map however you wish.
Yeah, do you want to check out the books that you said they were using?
Yeah, I think someone else has the book. I don't have the book.
So
I think we each were carrying.
So you all decided to split some of the important-looking
Yep.
books.
Oh, okay.
Into you're all carrying one in your backpack. So you've got like 5 or 6 books, but you couldn't read them before. But it seems that Neb might, seems to think that you might be able to read them now because you've had this important vision.
I'll search through the pages, see if I can recognize anything.
Okay, make a linguistics roll. What was just garbage to you before now becomes clear. Your understanding of the text and the writings is much clearer now, thanks to your god, and because of your actions in restoring this great place of worship from time long ago. Okay, so the notes in this journal allude to the fact that there is a great plot afoot. The Koshka Empire has become too what's the word? They've got the priesthood has become too greedy, and they're no longer working for the goddess. They're working for themselves. They're promoting themselves. They've lost the religious aspect of what they do, and that's what the writer is saying in this journal. So the plan has been drawn up to smash these high-ranking priests. And the way to do this and to cause as much pain and suffering as possible is to use the old ways, the demonic ways. And so various pockets of necromancers, demon worshippers, whatever you want to call them, have been set up around the city to open portals and bring forth demonic entities. These demonic entities will run rampant through the city and destroy the temples, the people. They'll cause so much pain, and then these little pockets of cultists can funnel that pain and suffering and send it directly to Denlara, and they will then gain huge amounts of power.
Sorry, what the? Are they crazy?
It appears that they are zealots, to say the least.
They're setting these demons loose on their own people?
On their own people.
Hey, Neb! Your soulmates are in here, man!
I kind of don't like both sides.
I'm really confused. I don't
So-
understand.
So this is indeed Koshka. It's the Koshkan Empire, and these people, they call themselves the Mosh Adin sect, and this is a religious sect that appears to have rebelled against formal Koshkan society, and it believes that too many of the clergy have become corrupt with wealth and lost their way to the lady, Denlara being this is what they call Denlara, the lady. And they're working on this grand scheme to release a demonic horde on the city, causing huge amounts of pain and suffering, and channeling this towards the goddess as an act of ultimate contrition and cleansing. So they're trying to, it's a coup essentially.
Yeah, I don't like either of these people so far. Question though, in the journals, in the books, does it have any locations of other summoning spots?
Yes, it does.
Anyway, I didn't understand what you were saying.
He said like they are zealots. They're fanatical to their
I'm not
to
a
their
zealot.
gods.
What are you saying?
They are zealots,
There is
the
only one god.
summoners.
What?
Yes, you are not a zealot. Wink, wink.
I'm not a zealot.
So are they are we able to find these locations if we need to from the description in the book?
No, they refer to places that, you know, clearly if you were a citizen of the city, you would probably know, oh yes, that's near the fountain or whatever. But, I mean, you've got no idea. You've got no idea where you are, let alone where other things are. But at least now you know where you are in the world. You're definitely in Koshka, which is on the other
Okay.
side of the planet to where you started from.
Alright.
So something went wrong with the portal. So when that emergency, when you use that emergency portal, something went terribly wrong, and you were pulled into here.
I blame your god.
Well, I know one thing. Karstein's gonna pay out the ass because this is way above and
Yep.
beyond.
If you ever make it back.
Oh, we're gonna talk to him again. We're gonna have a little conversation. I should be able to split the fade and get us back there at some point in time, maybe, possibly. But don't
Yeah.
send us to a death realm or something.
You are a fade slider.
I
Okay.
don't want to talk to my little buddy here and tell him to escort me down here in case I get into trouble.
Yup.
Okay. So you begin to explore the remains of what's left of this place. So this room appears to be many pillars, and on each of the pillars there are pictures and runes, and at the end of the corridor is a big statue that's been desecrated. The head's been knocked off, and there are bits of God all over the floor, and lots of greenery has grown up in this room. And this is, you recognize this god. This is the little halfling god, and this was the god of the summer and wine and protection of women and things like that, Cora. But it seems to be like a human version of that. So it's like a bastardized version of Cora.
So each of these rooms so far, or some of them, are dedicated to certain gods.
Exactly.
Okay.
They've all been smashed to bits.
And what about over here?
Like an overused hooker.
What's this thing?
What did you say, Stu?
Sorry, I was. It's just been smashed to bits, and I said like an overused hooker. Like,
Oh,
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
That was mostly for myself. I didn't realize I said it out loud.
Okay, this is a very, very ornate doorway, much more ornate than the rest of them. And you can see on one of the stanchions there's like a symbol of fire, and then there's another one which is clearly water, and then another one which is air. This is definitely something to do with the elements.
Okay.
And there seems to be there's a big rock or something that's collapsed from the ceiling in that room, and you can't see what's beyond that.
All right. Well, we better go to head himself.
There's a big plant in here. It's a bit weird. You've never seen anything like that before. If only someone had alchemy or identify flora.
Would be handy.
It would be, wouldn't it? Okay, so here you can see the statue has been crushed by this large segment that has been knocked out of the roof and been brought down onto the statue itself. And this is an image of Frey. And Frey is like the god of battle, the god of war. And everybody respects Frey. So for this to happen, this is a big no-no. There are some gods you can get away with desecrating their shrines, but the god of battle, who's going to have the balls to do that?
We had
All right.
Night Lord, Cora, Frey. Can't remember if any other rooms had a god in it. What was the main, the one right up here? The big square in the middle.
So that was the one that had the hidden trapdoor underneath, and that seems to be like a blood sacrifice place. And so that would have probably been to either the crucible itself, Panki, who's like the god of death, because he escorts things to the crucible. The crucible is like this place where it's like the great god, but it's not an entity in itself. So people believe in it, but they don't necessarily worship it. It's where people get turned into new people. So yeah, that's probably the crucible or Panki.
Last corridor.
Okay. And this last section here, this is, you can see on the walls little skulls, and even without religion, you know that this little cubby hole here is something to do with Lynch, the god of murder. But there's no altar or statue or anything else here to do with him. So either it's been completely removed or something else is going on.
Anything around here look used or worn, or a path or anything around in this area?
Everything is ancient. So without the benefit of someone with tracking or a ranger or particularly sharp senses, I mean, you can make a roll, make an intelligence roll or a perception roll, see if you can pick up on anything.
Both.
No, it's either too old or there's nothing here.
Right. Well, that leads us back. I guess I'm just gonna wait here for everyone else to.
Okay, so yes, this appears to be the way out, or the most obvious way out, because there is a big double set of doors at the end of this corridor, and lining the walls, you can see 5 gargoyles. And again, I mean, it's all old, but you can see the floor here is different. So whereas you're on cobblestone, this is nice marble along here, and then there's a very intricate basalt pattern running up the middle.
That sounds like it's like a this
I
little fall away trap type
AFK
stuff.
a minute.
We need to think about law. Has anyone got law?
don't have one, but
I do.
I looked at
Cool.
Strider. I elbowed him and asked,
At
"Does this
5
look
AFK.
suspicious to you?"
He's not
Sniper.
here.
I mean, it's like a Strider. I feel like there's something suspicious about the golems.
Yeah, I don't know, like if they're fire breathing or like she said, it falls to a trap or
Does it come
or
alive?
what or
You
come.
think?
Yeah, we don't know. Like all are good guesses.
It's if the number 5 has got any
Oh,
law behind it.
yeah, we got
Like if there's 5, you always
Ivana.
pick number 3 or whatever.
We can ask Ivana. Do you sense any demons?
Who?
Ivana.
I have to check with my god. And he's AFK.
You got his AFK. I mean, team, if you do need a week, you can have a week, because I think that's what he's doing.
Probably should rest soon. Get some fate pool back.
If we do rest, then I have some kind of idea. The group wants to rest. I'll learn a spell.
Didn't we just recently rest?
We just rested, yeah. I mean, I don't know why Yav's magic looks low, but
Oh, did we rest?
yeah.
Yeah, before
We
we came into
rested-
this sort of section.
Rested
you
before
purple-
we did, but I've used mana. I've used 20 something mana
To do what?
to fight those things. We didn't rest after we fought those things.
Oh, I thought we
Rest, rested before. Is your mana low, Ivana? Because you cast that 8d10 solar spell, right?
It's at 27 out of 80 right now.
Yeah. So we could. I don't know if it'll help out, but I could learn True Vision, which allows me to see magical, invisible, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Just in case
you can
something's
see if those gargoyles are really stone gargoyles, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. It says True Vision. The Fade slider shifts their normal vision into the Fade in order to see the true aspects of a creature, illusion, or through the effects of magical darkness. The spell will also break hexes and curse the blind. So I could see unnormal things.
Okay, I'm back. What have we decided?
Welcome back, mate.
I wanted to see if I can roll if I can sense any demonic presence near those gargoyles.
Okay, so you can smell demonic presence. That's how this works, and it smells like burnt honey to you. So there's still some of that left from the swarms of things that you killed in this room. So no, there's no new smell of that. There's no strong new sense of that coming from down that corridor.
All right, so we can continue or we can rest first. What do you guys want to do?
Anyway, why don't you pick up like a stone and toss it, slide it down this marble thing, see if anything happens.
Alright, I will do just that.
We should. It's a big stone.
Yeah. Fairly like a fist, like a fist-sized stone.
Yeah, like icing, like slide it down the marble all the way so it touches everything all the way down.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Make an
I will
agility
do
roll for me.
Come on, Zixie, catch up.
I'm coming.
fail.
Okay, so you scatter the stone down the middle, and it goes most of the way, and it stops about halfway down. But nothing happens.
There's 5 gargoyles, but what's the one on the right hand side right there? What is this?
A torch or a light source or something?
Yeah, it's like an old torch socket, but there's nothing in there.
If I was to light a torch and put it in there, does anything happen?
Okay, so you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, so you go over to the sconce and you put your torch in there, and you tried to put your torch in, but you realise it's one of those lamp type things that you saw in the other room. So you fill it with oil, and then you light that with like a little candle, and it sits in there. So a full size torch won't actually fit.
Okay. But is it able to be lit?
Yeah, so you go up to it. You've got a flint and tinder, I take it.
Yep.
Yep. So you can light that, no problem.
Zix will go into this room over here. Just to see if there is any pipe work or anything that might be linking to the back of these gargoyle heads or anything like that that might be obvious from this side.
Oh, that's a very interesting idea, Zix. Okay, so
Thank you.
yeah, make a roll. So you're a trap maker. This is all about trap making. So
Yeah. I see fuck all, just for a change.
you can't see anything on this side, but you think that you're on the right lines. Your idea is sound.
Okay.
You can't see anything on this side.
I will Daisy there's Zix has a thought that it might be from here. Come help Zix find things. Whilst I'm in this room, I believe it was this room you mentioned about Panky.
No, this is Frey.
This one's Frey. Okay.
God of Battle. The Panky room is the one with you worked out the puzzle in, where there's the 4 drainage things for blood.
Okay.
Remember?
Remember
No.
berries?
Remember berries?
I didn't realize that was
I'll,
Panky.
I'll use perception and try to look at where he tells me he thinks these things are.
Okay, so make a perception check. Okay, so you get what he's on about. There's definitely nothing on this side. So maybe it's not a mechanism. Maybe it's magical, because there's magical traps. You know about those.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell everybody that I need some time. If they could come in here and just watch me while I read out of my spell book, they can rest and get their mana back and stuff. But I want to, if possible, I want to read the Book of Soulburn and learn True Vision so I can see magical traps or magical things.
Oh, that's going to take a good 6 hours.
Do it in
They
your own
need
time,
mana.
mate.
They need mana.
Okay, so you've got a room which is inviting and has a sense of protection
Yeah.
that you created, that the cleric created. So there's some kind of protection spell going on in that room up above. If you want to hang out in there,
If that's okay with everyone.
Does anyone not know meditation techniques?
Yeah, I do.
No, anyone not know?
I don't believe that I know that.
Zixi, would you like to learn some meditation techniques so that you can regen faster later?
That would be great.
you're not a caster, mate.
Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me go back down there. I have an idea, so I don't have to make everyone rest.
Yeah, but can't he have
Can I-
short rests then if he gets meditation?
Can I make a spellcraft roll?
Yes, he can, Lexi.
Ha.
You can make a spellcraft roll, yeah.
To see if there's any magical to these things. 8.
Okay. I take it that's a success.
Yeah, 80 or under.
Right. There's nothing on this side of the wall.
There's another room on the other side.
Can I check if there's any secret doorways down the bottom here that would just bypass that completely?
You can check.
And I would
Perception
then
roll.
go around and do the other side as well if needs be. 47. That's a
Okay.
pass.
So your senses are pretty sharp at the moment. You do a sweep of the place. There are no hidden doors.
Lovely. And if I was to come back out and then go into bloody thing, this side of it.
Oh yeah, you do. So that's what I mean. You do a
Yeah.
sweep of the whole place,
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
and
Mate.
there are no hidden doors.
Cool. And then on that note, I will go back up to the top and start trying to learn some meditative techniques from Neb.
Okay.
So this left side too doesn't look like anything behind the left side gargoyles.
Okay, so you made your spellcraft roll. There is a symbol underneath each of the gargoyles that you can see. It is definitely a magical symbol. This is a trap.
Is it a symbol of Admiral Akbar
It's a magical trap.
as a trap?
Do I have any idea of how to tell Zix how to get rid of this, or is there any way I can get rid of it?
You don't think you can get rid of it, and Zix probably doesn't have the nounce to get rid of it, but there are two different colors to the floor, and one of the floor sections is made of basalt, and the other floor section is made of like nice marble.
Can we put like a little stone on one?
I can't give you a better clue than that.
I can't see the different colors if they are.
So the middle section here, this entire middle section is black rock, basalt. So, I mean, if you did a quick Google search for basalt,
Yeah, the one that you put it in the salad.
All right, I have a better way of going about this, I think. Does it seem like this is a trap to not go this way and there's another entrance, or does this seem like it's a trap disabled to go out the entrance?
make an intelligence roll.
How high off the floor are the gargoyle heads, please?
About head height
Head height for who?
for an imker who is
An imker.
currently looking at these things. So that would be about halfway up on a human.
Would it?
These are gargoyle heads, so they probably spit something out of the mouth.
So, would it make logical sense to Zix as a trap maker rogue type thing if we were just to walk kind of underneath them directly, hugging the wall? Anything that would come at us would be avoided?
You saw Strider walk over to the lamp
Yeah,
in the first bit, and nothing happened to him. But he
directly
didn't
opposite
touch,
that,
He didn't touch the basalt rock in the middle,
which is made of lava, effectively, which would
which is
imply the
essentially
fact that something there
volcanic
has
rock.
been melted.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll walk. Well, actually, I don't even need to. I can fade slide to the door.
I thought you were learning a spell.
That's what if we're gonna rest, I am gonna learn a spell, but I want to make sure it was okay with everyone else first. We're resting for mana. Then I will learn True Sight. But if you guys don't want to wait, we can just continue. It's up to y'all.
Okay, so you're going to take a rest. So anyone who wants to meditate and has the ability can do so.
We're doing like Tai Chi, I think, 60.
Okay, that sounds good.
So just for your benefit, Zix, because you don't have the skill, this is meditative techniques. Whether you actually want that as a skill is up to you, but it will obviously cost you XP. It's more of a caster thing.
But I thought it got your health back as well because of the long rest. Yeah, it's
helps
everything.
you gain it regens everything faster.
Do we need to roll for that?
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's a skill. If you fail your skill, you do not halve your time.
I assume I'm not gonna roll because I'm reading.
Yep. So you're doing spellcraft essentially. You're trying to learn a new spell. So let's see if you manage to digest the spell within the allotted time. So make a spellcraft roll. You do. You're a very fast reader. Okay, so it only takes you about 4 hours, and you spend your XP, and you've learnt which spell?
True Vision.
Okay.
That way I can tell what's magical down here.
Why are you playing it?
Because I told them I'm playing, I'm committed to it till it's over.
Okay, so you've now got this new spell. True Vision.
It's just the
It
people that
mentions
I'm
Druid
playing
there,
with.
but
It's just
Fade Sliders, Shamans, most of the casters have access to this spell.
Yes.
Cool.
In fact, the Fade Slider version only costs 2d10. Fade Pool.
All right.
Okay, so we'll take a quick break so people can get cups of tea and things. 5 minutes and then come back.
Hey,
Okay.
much have you explored already?
Decent amount. Okay, so now
Any more different enemies?
yeah, there's like these flying things that terrify you.
Then why are you trying to kiss me?
Wait, so a tiny house that brings a common bird to the island, adding one or more birdhouses to an ecosystem. Okay, so I want to add a birdhouse. Come to me, birdies. Building more won't count for new animals.
Get him. Get him.
Oh. So I can only have one birdhouse. Got it. Okay, well if that's the case, then I would like to move my birdhouse. Put it over by here. I really need to make an eye doctor appointment. My eyes have been bothering me a lot.
Me too. Insurance card.
You gotta remind me on Monday. Birdhouse. Here. Yay, now I'm gonna get a bird. Alright, so next planet. I gotta use my atlas on this. Oh, I put him in the hamper. So next time I go down, I was gonna put the laundry in. Alright. Full speed ahead to the next island.
And so she just watched and learned everything that he would do. And of course, he didn't care because you're just this little runt thing running around.
Yeah.
And but she has to disguise her intelligence because obviously she's a goblin. So it's all girly girly. Oh, you girly girly. Oh, what you want? You want stinky? I love cheese, don't it? And then pickle feet. Pickle feet. I like pickle feet. So it was all like that last night, which people
I
seem to
approve.
enjoy. But actually, she's quite an intelligent caster.
Yeah,
She just hides it well.
I
I'm
like
back.
that a lot. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes. Boo's just dished up, so I'm going to grab that quick while everyone's doing teas and coffees and such.
Do you go faster if you add more sails?
Weight of your ship and then also the direction of the wind is more. But you don't need the kite for that, the map copy. Tell you is that entrance. Oh, that one doesn't look fun at all. Ah, god damn it. Stupid fly. See that thing? Right there, and they shit themselves, I know.
Did you get any other weapons yet?
the previous section you were in. You come through. This is a hidden door. This is part of the wall, but obviously you've come through the other side of it, so it's not hidden to you. Now, this is a modern day, in inverted commas, burial chamber with sarcophagi. This is a family burial chamber. Anyone who with a religion skill would know this without making a roll. So this is a family burial chamber. This is a statue to Denlara.
That loot.
And there is a torch burning in a sconce on the wall in this room. There is a heavy, heavy stone door here.
Is that a magical torch?
Nope, it is a burning, treated torch, and it's on its last legs.
How long do they normally last?
Well, the standard ones are about 6 hours. This one looks like it was quite big, so probably between 12 and 18 hours.
So someone has been here within the last day, then.
Yep.
Potentially the people we've slaughtered, but maybe others.
You think?
Over
Be
here,
right back.
is this also a torch of some description?
Yep.
Same thing again?
Yep, exactly the same. Yeah.
Cool.
So this place
Is that a
is
skull?
well maintained. Yeah, there's a skull on the floor. There's little bowls. There's sort of religious offerings. People with money can afford these kind of burial chambers.
No, I don't die.
I will try not to. Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out. I don't want to die yet.
And are we allowed to move our tokens now, mate? Is everything all sorted as you intend?
Yep.
Beautiful. I will move my way slowly down through here to see what's about. Okay, just this room. No other exits apart from the stone door that I can see. Would that be safe to say?
Yep.
Are there any inscriptions on these sarcophagi?
Yes, there are. But unless you're a linguist, you've got no hope.
I can try to.
Is it etched in? Do I have paper? I was wondering if I can make a copy of it, but I don't think I'm gonna have the necessary.
I'm a linguist. I can try to read it.
Oh, do that. Do that.
Yeah, make a roll. Yeah, it's somebody's name. But again, it's this sort of Arabic style language that they clearly speak here in Koshka.
Are these appear to be open sarcophagus or?
No, not open. No. You detect a hint in the air of burnt honey, but it's not in this room.
Zick, do you only see one door in this room, or is there more?
Zix can only see one door, and points to it.
I try to go close to that door and just kind of smell to see if I can smell that burnt honey
Yep.
getting stronger or not.
Yep. Definitely getting stronger as you get closer to the door.
Just a thought for probably our more religious characters. As this is, from what, if I've understood everything that Simon said today, so please do correct me if I'm wrong, mate. There is a potential holy war coming amongst the gods with this evil goddess here versus the other gods, and the clerics of that god are now basically about to release a load of demons to give this god more power. Is it worth us destroying her statues while we're here to try and diminish that? Would that aid in any way or desecrate the statues potentially?
So you're not
Oh.
religious, but your understanding of this is incorrect. She's not evil. She's the god of pain and suffering. Everybody on the planet has pain and suffering.
Right.
So she's an important goddess. which is not necessarily evil. However,
These followers are.
these fuckheads seem to be trying to use her for evil purposes. I mean,
see.
there's a temple to Denlara in the middle of Karstein's domain, in
Yeah.
the middle of the town square.
Yes, this is beneath us. You know, this is not a real god anyway, so why would we care?
Okie dokie. The sarcophagus. Is there anything particularly interesting about them other than the fact that they are obviously wealthy people because they are here?
I mean, again, this is religious stuff. People with lots and lots of money can afford these kind of things. People like you get put in a hole in the ground, usually without even a name, and with a whole bunch of other people like you.
I'm just impressed they're going to dig a hole for me. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Just wondering if there might be valuables in there. That was all.
Oh, almost certainly.
Yeah, can I make a trap-looking roll or something, or in search for traps on
Yeah.
this thing?
Of course you can, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So no, it doesn't seem to be any traps on these sarcophagi.
Lord Zix thinks there may be lucky loots in these. Rich people are buried here, but poor people like Zix, and maybe some of you. It doesn't look trapped. Maybe the strong ones could open it for Zix to see if there's any shinies.
Yeah, isn't a lord rich? Aren't you a lord?
This lord has
He-
fallen
he's
on
got
hard
you
times. You missed the answer. This lord has fallen on hard times.
I heard it. It was perfect.
Thank you.
Zixi, I cannot desecrate someone's tomb, but if you do, that is your choice.
But these follow not your god. They are bad people. Try and use your logic against you.
No, they're not bad. They just make bad choices.
Shrugs his shoulders. Anyone else for desecration?
Okay, Strider,
It's
you
like the
want to do anything?
crucifixion called desecration. Desecration.
New Eight, do you want to do anything?
No, I'm just following them right now.
Maybe
Varna?
convince Nue to open up the sarcophagus.
I don't have the arm strength. I don't have the.
I will help you open it, but I'm not gonna take anything. But I will bless the sarcophagus and ask for forgiveness to that we're disturbing them.
I don't have the strength for it. I don't have the bodybuilding, so.
Okay, so I mean, this is a strength check. So if you haven't got bodybuilding, it's strength at half.
Yeah, I don't have any strengths. It's just
So
35.
I'm telling Yavanna.
Strength at half what int?
Yeah, then I'll
Strength at half
just
strength. The
Strength,
pure.
won't be able to
strength
do
at
much.
half.
Sorry, Zick.
So that's 22
Okay.
for Yavanna. I mean, this is a huge stone slab.
I will try. Damn it! I thought it was going to be 27. No, it's I'm not strong enough.
It's way too heavy for you.
Well, Zix tried. I will move to the door and inspect for traps.
Okay. So you look at the door. There are no traps on the door. What you do notice is, because you made your roll, you can smell. The cleric's been banging on about this burnt honey, and none of you can smell it.
Yeah.
You get to the door, and you look, and there's like a pool of liquid. It's only small, very small, sticky liquid at the bottom of the door, and it's like someone spilt some concentrated fruit juice or something on the floor, and it's like a little bit of red liquid that's now drying out, and that smells like burnt honey.
Zix has found your burnt honey. And he points to it. Zix wonders if this is flammable. I will. Do I have anything?
There are fragments of glass close to it now that you're looking at it.
Cool, cool. Oh, I meant to say earlier, I don't know if it's okay to backtrack or if I can run back and do so. Take clippings from that massive plant in the other room.
Nope, you're shit out of luck.
Okay.
No, you can take clippings. As
What should I?
it's not game changing.
Nah, what should I put on the sheet for the clipping description?
Desert plant number 2.
Well, whatever is behind this door, we should be cautious.
This liquid, does it resemble any of the liquid from these potion pots that we found on the other people?
Maybe. You don't know. You haven't really examined them very much.
I was to take one out or ask for one of them if I don't have any. I don't think I picked any up.
I think Strider
Um,
picked them all up.
could
didn't
we-
he?
Yeah.
Did you
Could I
already?
hold it near it and see if it looks the same?
Yep. So there's 2 vials. One is blue. One is red. This looks like the red one.
Do your potion pots contain demons? Is that what this is?
Broken glass vial with that contain in it. Could be. Could be the blood of demons. I don't know what it would be, but maybe. But why would they drop it on the floor here?
Maybe it summons the demons. Maybe they just dropped one.
So think about this. They all had one on them.
Maybe they drink it to bring demons into themselves.
If you're summoning a demon and you're a normal human being,
Maybe they use it to feed the demon.
Or
The
control
liquid?
the
Oh
demon.
no. So if you're a human being, you don't want to smell like a human because it'd eat you, so you want to smell like them.
bing, 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 bing.
Lexi, you little genius.
Extra
That's right.
points for Lexi.
You don't want to be eaten. Cool.
What
So
the blue ones
did
then?
we
Does
have
it
some or
remove
not?
it?
Sorry, Six. Yes, Lord Six. I spoke over you.
Okay. You may
Not it.
proceed.
So
we have
give
someone
each person a red one from my inventory.
Okay.
So they smell like demon blood.
There's only 5 of you, so you've got 8 of them, I think. So yeah, everyone gets a red potion. What do you want to do with it?
I just want to hold on to it because if it's about smell, then it just has to be on me. Not about to drink it, that's for sure.
Can you smell it through the sealed container?
Nope.
Hmm.
Then they drink it, and I'm not doing that. So
Maybe we just have to put it on ourselves.
Do you
we'll
wanna
know
do
when they
that?
get there. Is the door locked?
The door appears to be locked.
Well, we
Maybe
cannot
the way-
proceed. Zix does not have any lockpicks left.
It may
Yeah.
be the way through the door.
Do you want to put it on your armor, Yavina?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So you now smell like burnt honey.
Me too, because I decoded it.
Okay. So in your temporary buff bit, put burnt honey, please.
Smelly buddy. Brown sugar.
Okay. So yes, sure enough, poor Zixie has snapped all of his previous lockpicks. So he needs to make some more.
Only there were some corpses I could get bones. Wait a minute.
Oh, I help.
He
I'll help
eyes
you
up
with
the
these
sarcophagus.
I will roll my strength.
There's a
to help
skull
you.
on the floor. Will that do?
Maybe.
There was metal candelabras in the other room.
I don't know that I'd be able to work the metal without proper tools.
Yeah, you can
The bone would be easy
definitely.
to chisel down.
Yeah, if you smash that skull, you can take shards of it and turn them into lockpicks.
I'll do that just about. Just typing up notes a second. That's all. Yes, I would like to attempt that, please.
Okay, so again, this is comes under your trap maker skill. So we just need a clean roll for that.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay, so roll a d6, see how many lockpicks you get out of that.
Oh, D6. I don't have that one as a shortcut. Bear with me. There we go. Roll. Of course, I knew it before I even pressed the roll button.
So you've managed to produce one good quality lockpick out of that.
It's the jawbone.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try and pick lock.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Oh, that was completely the wrong button again. Oh, what a fool.
78%.
No, doesn't work. It was 25 and
Yeah.
then rolled over to 80.
Did you use your luck?
No, I keep forgetting about luck.
The poor old, the poor bone lockpick snaps in the lock. Luckily, it falls back out again. It's not a critical fumble or anything, but yeah, that was your shot. You're gonna have to come up with something else.
Can you use your true sight on the door, Scythe, for anything?
It's definitely locked.
You there, Cypher? Oh, he's AFK, is he? Okay.
Oh no, I'm here. I was on mute. No, I can see through it if it's an illusion, but we can touch it if it's an illusion. Is there a keyhole?
Quick
Yes.
guess, though.
Yes,
Can I see
there is
through it?
There is a keyhole. Yes, you can see through it. There's darkness beyond.
Okay. Because if I can see the location, I can slide to the location, but I
Yep.
can't see in the darkness.
So you could definitely slide into the corridor beyond, and you've got dark vision, so you can see enough so that you could slide into the corridor.
Did you put some blood on you?
Do I think I'd be able to open the door from the other side without a key?
It's a big door, and you're a little person. It'd be tough. But maybe there's a key hanging on the other side. This is a burial chamber, so
Okay. Another question. Would my lesser fade spirit be able to go through and look?
depends what you've summoned, because you don't know what it's going to be with the fade slider. They're little tiny beings, but it's different every single time. So you're certainly welcome to have a go.
No, I'll just fade slide to the other side. I have dark vision.
Okay, so it's very, very easy for you to cast Fade Slide. You've got a +20 to your casting roll, so you pretty much just need to get a critical fumble to fail on it. And it only costs 1d10. You've got plenty of Fade pool left by the looks of it.
Yeah. 52.
Your magical skin's dropped by now. Okay, so you slide through, and there is a gap in the door that enables you to see through to this side. So as you slide through, it is dark, but you can see there's a similar door opposite. Behind you is a statue of Denlara, quite a large one, and at the end of the corridor, as you slide through, you can see there's various lights coming through from other burial chambers. But as you slide through, at the end of the corridor, blinking its way towards you, is that. And as she sees you, and she clearly does see you, she hisses and then wails. And it's a fucking hideous sound. And we'll leave it there.
Alright.
Well, my bad I didn't go into that room alone. That would have been painful.
Just gonna slide my ass back through.
Slide to the left. Slide to the
Slide to the
right.
right.
Crisscross.
So
Watch the
everybody
slider
gets one
crap his
XP.
pants.
Everyone
I
gets
think
one
Lexi
XP,
should get bonus XP for
except
figuring
for
out that.
Lexi, who gets an extra one because she figured out the potion.
And there was another good. Two people did something good at the beginning. I thought was worth extra XP as well.
Well, if anyone wants to try and barter,
Was it rebuilding the Shrine of Doom?
It might have been that people figured something out right near the beginning. It might have been the Shrine of Doom. I thought, oh, that would be good. It was good roleplay anyway.
Oh, we were arguing about our gods.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I thought Stu roleplayed as a bad roller for Rogue really well.
he always bad rolls.
It's just ridiculous
One
at this point.
lockpick.
At this point, it's just ridiculous. Like Zix has literally just dropped this lockpick. What's left of it? I've gone. I give up.
Needs to bring 200 lockpicks with him for every task.
That's
It
it.
was never like this for him back in Carstein. He was a lockpick master, the top of his talent tree. And now here in the sandy bits, there's just sand in it, everything, and it's grinding all the lock gears together, and just doesn't like it.
Okay. Right. Thank you, everybody.
No, Simon.
GG.
Thank you.
GG's.
GG.
Anyone up for some scum or some Pantheon?
I'm gonna grab some lunch and then I'll probably be on later.
Trying to order some. Look for some discounted chicken wings.